Hi everyone! Today I'm going to show you how to create a really cool texture in Adobe Illustrator, something like this. This is what's called a carbon texture. If you search for it online, you'll see a lot of similar patterns. They're all pretty close, with just slight differences in the details. Alright, let's get started. First, grab the rectangle tool and draw a square. Make sure it has a fill only, no stroke. Next, keep your swatches panel and gradient panel open on the side because we'll be using them a lot throughout this video. Now, draw a rectangle that's just a little taller vertically. Don't worry about exact numbers. Just something close to what you see here is fine. Go ahead and click on the color stop in the gradient panel. Set the gradient angle to 90 degrees. Now, follow along and set up the gradient just like I'm doing. I moved the white color stop to the center, or you can enter the exact number in the location box. Copy the black color stop over to the left side as well. Here's a little trick. Hold down the Alt key, click and drag the black stop to duplicate it, just like this. Alright, click on the empty space below the gradient slider. That will add a new color stop. Fill it with gray by clicking on the swatch and dragging it onto the stop. Then, copy it over to the other side the same way as before. Right now, there's only one white stop, and I want the light to look like a thick beam. At the moment, it looks kind of thin, right? So, add one more white stop and place it close to the first one, like this. I'll adjust the slider a little bit to fine-tune it. Do you see the difference now? Go to the Object menu, then Pattern, and select Make. In the Pattern Options panel, choose Brick by column under tile type. That's all you need to adjust. Don't change anything else. Click Done. Your new pattern will now appear in the Swatches panel. I'll move this shape off the artboard and create a rectangle the same size as the artboard. Make sure the fill is on top of the stroke. Then click the pattern in the Swatches panel. Wow, there you have it. Now, I'll show you a little trick to scale the pattern down. Select the shape, right-click, then choose Transform Scale. Make sure to select Transform Patterns only. Adjust the size in the Uniform box. What I did was click inside the box and simply hold down the arrow key on the keyboard, and you'll see it change like this. Alright, draw a rectangle the same size as the artboard and fill it with black. Use the Mesh tool and click in the center of the rectangle. Then go to the Swatches panel and click on White. Now the center will be white, gradually fading to black toward the edges. Next, open the Transparency panel and set it to Multiply. That's it. If you've done it right, the edges of your artwork will become darker. Use the Rounded Rectangle tool to draw a shape and apply the same gradient as before. Press G on the keyboard and drag the gradient so it's at a diagonal angle like this. Then, use the Type tool to add some text. Draw another rectangle and apply the same gradient again. Set it to Overlay in the Transparency panel. Any new object you create will always be placed at the top of the layer stack. So, you'll need to move that layer below the rectangle. Adjust the gradient a little. If the white looks too bright, you can lower the opacity or replace the white in the gradient with a light gray, like this. Okay, I hope you can follow along and make this yourself. If there's something you'd like me to teach next, leave a comment below, and don't forget to hit subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye.